How's everyone doing today? You guys are awesome. I had something prepared for today, but then I saw the news yesterday and I was like, well, maybe I should talk about something else. Folks, we went to Ottawa. There were millions of us. We outnumbered the police, the military, and every member of government 24-1. That's just who showed up in Ottawa. What about the millions of people that waved to that convoy along the way? We built a soup kitchen in the streets. Isn't that amazing? We fed the homeless. We shoveled snow. We brought food for the truckers and fuel so they could stay warm because they had nowhere else to go. Some of them spent their last dimes to go there. They had nothing. And we fed them and kept them warm. Crime dropped 90% while we were there. We played hockey in the streets. And you could see it. You could see it in people's eyes. You could see it in their faces. You could hear it in their voices as they danced with all nations of this great land. You could see it. What was that thing that we saw? Grace. Yes, unity, hope. Yes, love. Freedom! And there was nobody in Parliament that told you you could do that. You did it on your own. You didn't need someone to tell you to feed the homeless. You didn't need someone to tell you to play hockey. You didn't need someone to tell you to shake hands with police officers. You did it. Let that day be the day that Canada and the world saw that we declared our independence. Folks, our government has clearly demonstrated no consideration whatsoever to care about us. And there's a reason for that. I want you to look up when you leave this today. This is so important, folks. Please internalize this. Let this be a part of your heart, soul, and mind. You are free. You're not going to get it from them.
Right.
It's so important that you know this. Look this up. There's a court case between the people of Wetaskiwin and Wilton Littlechild, who was an MP. And the court, it's a good thing. People took him to court because he wasn't representing them. That's what we do. Do you want to know what the judge said? This was in the year 1990. The judge said, I know of no legal obligation for any member of government at any level to consult or listen to his constituents. I'm not kidding. I know some of you are shocked, but I've been at this a long time. He went on to say, it is the utmost importance that these politicians get to do their duties resolutely without fear of being held to account. Yes, that is the law that we currently have. Nobody knows this. It's public, on the record. You can go to Canada.org and download the court document. This is what the judge said. It is court ruled. We don't have anything in place to hold our representatives accountable to represent us. He goes on to say, the only people that he should be held, that he should account to, is Parliament. What? And he is only supposed to act in the interests that they believe is best, not what you believe. This is court ruled. Folks, we're not going to get freedom from them. They hate us. And I know that sounds inflammatory. I know that. But if they had any desire whatsoever, even in the slightest, to give us freedom, to safeguard our liberties, they would have done something by now. Yeah! But remember, in Ottawa, we showed the world that we are free. This is in our hearts, our souls. Let it be a part of who you are. Yeah, I know. Yesterday was tough. And I had something prepared, but then I saw what happened. But folks, we aren't dealing with just a jab. We're not dealing with masks. This has everything to do with what's called the right to free association. What does that mean? It means that if you and I have an agreement, we're free to make that agreement, and we can go on with that agreement. And if at any given moment you don't want to associate with me, you don't have to. Years ago, I turned my back on that building. Why? Because I'm free to do so. That's an unalienable right. They have nothing to do with my freedom. The only reason that they should be there is to make sure that you are protected when you protect your rights. That's it. That's the only reason they should be there. They have absolutely no authority to make you free. That's it. You are free. Yes. Okay. I didn't want to talk so long, but I'm just going to wrap things up. Two things. Number one, first thing, I'm willing to talk to anybody here. I'll stay as long as possible. I'm working hard on two things. Number one, yes, ethicsoverfear.com. We are not really out there in the public much because we're doing a lot of work behind the scenes. We're working extremely hard collecting evidence, and we need your help. If you have lost your job, if you have been coerced or put under duress to partake in a medical experiment, and you've lost your job as a result, please, we want your help. We're going to have you create a victim statement and submit it to the police. And it's not about whether or not they do their job and submit it to the Crown prosecutor. It's about you getting evidence that they didn't do their job and submit it to the Crown prosecutor. Because we are preparing a case. And we are literally weeks away. We just need more people to help us. We're literally weeks away from filing charges of what's called misfeasance. That's a completely different type of crime than just a criminal charge out of the criminal code. It's completely different. This is under a completely different law. And it isolates them from their position. It isolates them from the protection of their role or their rank. or their title. And it puts them in court as an equal man to you, or an equal woman to you. And they're faced with charges that make it where they will never, ever be able to serve the public again. The second thing that I work with is people, great people like you. Our community is growing, and we're becoming a force in the Edmonton area. We've got people who are practicing health. We got Unity Health. I don't know, is anybody here from Unity Health today? No. They have now doctor that is awake, that is taking appointments under Alberta Healthcare. If you haven't been able to see a doctor, come and see me. I can get you there on Friday. We've got farmer. I'm talking to a farmer tomorrow that has several sections located all around the city. They're growing food and they're ready for you. So that when the time comes and you can't get groceries at the grocery store, you can have food. They're ready. They're even willing to trade with you in silver. Last thing I'm going to say, because I love you so much. Canada and the world, let us remember what happened in Ottawa. And every year, let us parade around our cities. Let us honk our horns, and let that mark the day that we declared that we are free. Let's